What is up, my baby chicks, Nyanner Screamers, Heinz4 here, and I am back with another Madden game and today it is going to be the New York Jets at the Detroit Lions. Monday Night Football, Week 1, 2018, CPU. This game is scheduled to set in this 15-minute quarters. The game is scheduled to set at 7:10 p.m. and there's no 7:10 p.m. so I'm going to do 6:30 p.m. because it's the closest. 15-minute quarters. And guys, I will not be in the chat. I'll be watching the game on my phone because I have to go do some things. I'm going to go FaceTime my cousin and have some little fun, play Roblox. And I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. Like when I come up, I will put the mic in, just check in with you guys. So yeah, guys, I'm about to unplug my mic and enjoy this game.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory. It's the Jets going up against the Lions. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who will be calling tonight's game as we say hello to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Detroit Lions. Hi again, everybody. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, as always, he's Charles Davis. And, Charles, we saw in the open, we've got a couple of great running backs in this game tonight, each capable of putting a team on his back.
And I'm excited to talk about the runners, not just the passers, who have a big hand and who's going to win this game. Both of these guys are do it all. Can run it, can catch it. I can't wait to get this one started.
There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Ford Field. Andre Roberts now to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Matthew Stafford set to lead the troops on the side of the Lions, and they're trying to forget about that tough Week 2 loss to the Titans. They had 17 penalties in that game, and then Stafford threw a crucial interception late.
And that's really unusual for them because their head coach, Jim Caldwell, who knows a lot about offense, he's got a Super Bowl ring as the offense coordinator of the Baltimore Ravens and took the Indianapolis Colts to a Super Bowl as a head coach. He preaches discipline all the way through, so that's uncharacteristic because that offense, they're clicking, except they're stopping themselves.
Stafford on first down. He gets it complete to Anquan Boulder. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Hey. Four down.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a tempo program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
A nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw is Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hey, you got three down. Ready, waiting.
They go back to Riddick. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
The previous play was a nice run, so they came back with the draw. I think they were trying to fool the defense into thinking they would throw the ball and wanted to run it again. Unsuccessful, but this team is definitely showing they want to keep it on the ground.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. He's got time. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a prolific passer in his days at Baylor. It's Bryce Petty.
One thing Bryce Petty knows, and that's patience. Coming out of high school, ended up having a gray shirt when he first got to Baylor. Then he had to sit behind 2 other quarterbacks while they got their opportunity before he finally hit the field. In fact, he had graduated from Baylor as an undergrad before he took his first snap as a starter for the Bears.
Here's Matt Forte with his first carry. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Petty now. Anunua's got it, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Here's Petty. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And now the Lions' defensive starters.
DeAndre Levy is one of those linebackers who makes everyone around him better when he's on the field.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
First down, this is Forte. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. What a start to the season it's been for Matt Forte, Charles, up near the top of the league in the rushing department. That Thursday night game against the Bills, he had 3 touchdowns, 30 carries at 100 yards.
And what a start for his offense, because that team now is starting to click on all cylinders, whether they're throwing it or Matt Forte is running it. And let's face it, in preseason, there's a little bit of worry because he battled some injuries. But he looks like he's 25, not 30.
Still 2nd down.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Following the penalty, it's Forte. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. They were trying to go to Marshall that time, and it's 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So on comes a field goal unit for the Jets. Here's Nick Folk on the left hash. This from 48 yards. And Folk's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building, but the visiting team here, they get the ball in the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Now a first down throw. Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Riddick with a carry. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Riddick. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. We get a look now at the offensive starting unit for the Detroit Lions, and one big target they have at tight end is Eric Ebron.
And they are ready for him to fulfill his promise because he was drafted to be a game breaker. Big target, guy who could block at the line of scrimmage, but really get downfield and make plays against defenders, overmatch them. They haven't seen enough of that yet. They want to come to the front in 2016.
Now Riddick. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And the defense for New York.
Darrelle Revis is on the short list of the best corners who ever played in the NFL. Revis Island is where wide receivers go to hide.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Play action. Stafford. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense making their way back onto the field, and it just really was a great all-around effort Thursday night, week 2 against the Bills for them, wasn't it?
It certainly was, and to see how the ball gets distributed from Ryan Fitzpatrick, you know, they always say there's just one football. He acted like there were at least 3 because you expect Eric Decker and Brandon Marshall to get theirs, right? Both of them got over 100 yards. But Quincy Enunwa, how about that performance? Nearly 100 yards in receptions. Fitzpatrick is dealing.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got an open man, it's Enunwa. Look at the dance and the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They'll give it up to Forte. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Forte again. And he'll get only a couple down to the 44.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And, wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
On the ground, it's Riddick. And some room to work. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Alone to the right is Jones. Stafford on 1st down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Stafford now to throw. Deep drop. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and that brings up 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The drive begins with a run by Forte. Look at the spin. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll try and get it with Forte. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Forte. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So we played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 3-0 is our score. We're back to the Motor City after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. ready now. And this one is incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and it's 3rd and 4. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. Here's Patty. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver's taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, Stafford looking middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. Partner, through 2 weeks of the season, what have you thought of the rookie quarterbacks? You know, what made me think of that, Jared Goff did dress last week. Obviously didn't play, but he was on the sideline. But what have you thought of some of the rookie quarterback play?
Well, I'm just going to start with Jared Goff because so many people are wondering, hey, how come he's not out there? Well, listen, Carson Palmer, remember when he got drafted #1 overall? Sat for an entire year in Cincinnati. Had to learn the ropes. So sometimes that happens. You bring him along a little bit slower. But Dak Prescott, I'm incredibly impressed with. Not just the poise, but the playmaking ability. And he has Dallas at 1-1 right now. Jacoby Brissett had to come in and play for New England after Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt. Led them to a touchdown drive, and they hung on and won against Miami. And Carson Wentz, the learning curve continues for the rookie quarterback in Philadelphia.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Alert! Hey, alert 3.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got time in the pocket. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And taken right at the 35. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets take possession. And New York set to take the field. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They start on the ground with Forte. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They're going to look to throw. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw here on first down. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. It's a gain of 17 that time. That's good for a Jets first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Forte, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Again, they run. Again, it's Forte. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe get him into space and throw it to him.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go play action here on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Petty now. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Their big-bodied receiver from 4 yards out. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Roberts on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll come out in the pistol. And to give this time to the tailback. A beautiful fake. Theoretic. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Theoretic, 76 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Patty. Drops it underneath to Forte. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They come up in an offset eye. A give. This is Forte. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw now on first down. Anunwa's got it, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Here we go. 3-19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Anderson's got it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Set. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go. Green 39.
Here's Petty. And he's got some space here. And avoids the contact by sliding. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Fresh set of downs here. Another run, this time Forte. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On the counter, Forte. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Petty now. And this is complete. It's Marshall. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
The gun, they'll look to throw, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. They'll drop to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This is turning into a bit of a death march here, the 13th play of this drive. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6.
Holding offense.
Now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Folk's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford stays on his feet, shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 66 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. 1st and 10. Stafford. That is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Stafford and Marvin Jones, they're starting to build up some chemistry. Week 2, 8 catches for Jones, 118 yards.
Came in as a free agent from Cincinnati, and in the offseason, you talk about building up that rapport. Got with Matthew Stafford, worked on their game, got to know each other, and then with the no-huddle stuff, he actually went to Stafford and said, "Does this fit you? Do you like this?" Stafford said, "Oh, yeah." And he likes it, too. They can move the ball.
First and goal from the 1 as they look, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Prater on to add the extra point. And it's up and good. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. You know, partner, 2 weeks ago before the season started, we made our Super Bowl predictions, and I can't even remember who you took. Who'd you take?
I took Green Bay and New England. I went on a limb.
You're looking good.
Listen,
yeah,
I went on the strongest limb I could find, and right now, New England off to a 2-0 start. Who knows?
I went on an equally safe limb. I went Steelers over the Panthers. Panthers with that week 1 loss, but Big Ben and company 2-0.
Well, they only lost to the defending Super Bowl champs.
That's acceptable on the road. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. This is Bilal Powell. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Tate. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Here comes the Jets defense as they ready themselves. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway. That's for sure.
On first down, it's Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll be down deep into Jet territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. So they're operating in the red zone. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the gun, here's Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on first and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Here's Stafford now on second down. This will be caught at the 2. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played, the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Set to return. Here's Nick Marshall. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go! Green 39!
Now a run with Forte. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Second down following the run. Petty now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Haloti Ngata able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Lions are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Jets won't panic either. They know they just need to take it 1 play at a time. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. About halfway through the second quarter, Marshall's got the catch here. He caps off the 7-play drive with a score, taking the lead up to 10. First and 10, Riddick's looking for room to run, and he'll go for a score. The Lions now down by just 3. Lions now late in the second. Riddick's going to head outside to the right, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. They go ahead by 1. Still late in the first half, Jones has got the catch here, and this play goes for a score. Lions go up by 8. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you back up to Ford Field as we hand it back over to Brandon Gott.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Marshall now, the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They start the second half with a run by Forte. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On second down, Forte. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. A running play now for Forte. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
This is the running back, Powell. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They come up in an offset eye. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Here's Patty. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They go back to the ground attack here. It's Forte. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
They run with Powell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out here in the eye. From From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Here's Powell, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Bilal Powell taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So they're going to go for 2.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, check, 4 down. Green, 39.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
False start, offense.
They'll again try for 2, this time from the 7.
4 down. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. 59.
Petty will look to throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
On first down, Stafford here. Surveying the field. Out to the flat for Reddick. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now they'll run on the draw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And now out come the Jets. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come up in an offset eye.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Out of the pistol, Forte. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Forte. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
2 yards to go here on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. 3rd down, here's Forte. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll try to run with Forte. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is complete. It's Marshall. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw on 3rd and goal. Finding time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyron Walker with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. And Folk's kick is good. And they have regained the lead. So it's his 3rd field goal now of the ball game, and they have needed his leg because this last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, Brandon, but now you've got to tell your defense, hey, we need a stop here so we can let this momentum carry us through to the next drive.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25 Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They go back to Riddick, and he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. He's got time. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Here's Forte. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
They'll run with Forte. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Forte, the lone running back. Petty now. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. All right, I got to ask you, these color rush jerseys, are you more of a traditionalist? A lot of people are going crazy over these things. What do you think?
I used to be a strict traditionalist, but I can't help it. There's some that really grab my eye, and I'm going to start with Seattle.
I like Seattle.
I can't help it. I remember them wearing a similar shade of jersey once against the Bears years ago. I actually did that game. They're kind of bringing it back in this color rush deal. What about you?
I definitely like Seattle. I like Tennessee's. I like that lighter blue head to toe. It's a really sharp look.
I'm loving Denver in the all orange. As you might imagine, I'm kind of partial to the orange thing. I like that. I love Arizona in the black. And the Raiders have those silver letters again. Kind of the Raiders of old.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Petty. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return, it's Tate. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And he connects with Ebron. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Stafford on first down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On first down, it's Stafford. Out to the flat for Reddick. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Red zone opportunity. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Couple of Jets there in on the stop. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
First carry now for the backup, Joik Bell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Really held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on third down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Petty now. He's got time in the pocket. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Haloti Ngata coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, Stafford. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Hey guys, just wanted to check in with you. It is the 4th quarter right now. I know. That's kind of crazy. It's the 4th quarter right now. We're tied at 24. I just wanted to check in with you guys because I haven't checked in with you guys this whole entire game. So yeah, pretty much. This CPU, oh my goodness. Accidentally clicked on somebody's video, but okay. It is like, okay, this is a good game so far. The Jets, they were up. Okay, am I up? I mean up. The Jets were up, like, what was the score? Hold on. The Jets were like up 13 to nothing or something. I don't really know actually. I'm gonna go back check real quick. Oh no, the Jets were up like 10-0, and now this is a tight game, and now the Lions have to punt. So I just wanted to check in with you guys. Enjoy the rest of this game. I will be up for the end of the game. I will see you. And this game is also starting in about 12 minutes. This game will be starting in real life. So yeah, guys, I will see you around the end of the game if it's like really tight. But if it's like not tight, like let's say if it's like, let's say the Lions are up 38-24. No, let's say the Lions are up 34-24 and they have the ball and there's like 50 seconds left. Like no, I'm not gonna like do that. You know what I mean? Like that's just stupid. But yeah, guys. So I'm about to unplug my mic and I will see you guys either close to the end of the game or at the end of the game. See you guys then.
And maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Patty. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 18 on that one. And the Jets are going to have a first down. On first down, this is Forte. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
This is Forte. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say, the ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. Riddick with a carry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2nd down following the run. get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They come out here in the eye. Stafford. Backing up. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions defense marching back onto the field now. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And now it's 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Dumps off to Powell. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here come the Lions now. Here's Riddick. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The Pro Bowler, Muhammad Wilkerson, brings him down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He hits Riddick underneath. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Time for a break. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Stafford. Out to the flat for Riddick. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Stafford now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now it's Stafford. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play.
Hey guys, we're here, end of the game. Well, close to the end of the game. 1:11 left. The Lions have the ball. It is 24-24. They have the ball at their own at the Jets' 28-yard line. I just had to come and watch the rest of this tight game with you guys. Hurry up, I had to go to the bathroom so bad. Hopefully nothing crazy happens. Running. Jets, smart strategy, taking their timeouts to get them out of the way. And out of all the Madden games I've done for week 1 so far here in 2018 CPU, this is probably the longest. This and the first one I did between the Falcons and Eagles, there's definitely the longest. And the Jets and the Lions game, which is on right now in Madden, it literally just started live on TV. It literally just started. Oh, it's all good. I feel like the Lions are going to get a game-winning field goal or something. Hand it off, Riddick. Jets take another timeout with the clock at 1:04. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, Lola! I want to see the end of this tight game. Remember, Jets have no timeouts. Wait, I just realized something. If the Lions get a first down on this play, then it's over. Then it's over. They could just run the clock out and then take a timeout with a couple seconds left and then kick the game-winning field goal. Or they could run it on this play and not get it, then take a timeout with a couple of seconds left. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. What are they gonna do? Doesn't really matter. Yeah, run it. Riddick. First down! Plenty more! To the 13. Why are you? Oh my goodness, come on. And now the Lions taking their timeouts. Oh my god! 17 watchers. What? Okay, this is insane. Probably want to see the end of this tight game. 17 watchers. That is amazing. No, 21. Yeah, 21 watchers. What the? This is insane. 28. What is going on? Man. Here we go. And then off Riddick. Come on, you're using your timeouts too quickly. If they take their final timeout, if they try to get a first down on this play and they don't get it, and they take a timeout, I'll be like, oh my god, you just blew your whole game. Yeah, I just got the notification about Sam Darnold starting for the Jets.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
And yeah, we did beat the Texans yesterday. Ravens, no problem over the Bills. But yeah, oh my goodness, Riddick. Don't take it. Don't take it. Okay, good job. Didn't take the timeout. Wow, Riddick's had a good game. 30 carries for 124 yards and 2 touchdowns. 12 seconds apart. If the Lions want to have a chance of this, they're going to have to take their timeout at like about, I'd say about 6 or 7 seconds, maybe 5, I don't know. Maybe less. Oh yeah. Yep, they're going to run the clock down. Lions are going to win this, guys. Take the timeout. Well, I don't say yet, but you gotta take it soon. Like, you know what I mean? Are they gonna take it? Yeah. Kick it, kick it. Hits it. The Lions win it, 27-24. And actually said Monday night, the Lions come back down 10-0. They come back and win it 27-24. Wow. What a game though. 27-24. The Lions over the Jets. As they say, so long from Detroit. Alright guys, I'm just gonna 299, 256, pretty even. I wouldn't say like really even, but it wasn't that bad. Like, I mean, you know what, let's just look at like team stats, you know what I mean? Like score, total offense, it's like 20 first downs and 16 for the Lions. The Jets won in that, but everything else wasn't that bad actually. But like, I don't know, it's just, I don't know how to describe it. I'm not going to be doing any more. Oh my goodness gracious. Brian52 and Brent Gamer are so excited that the Lions just won. They are so excited. So yeah guys, the Lions won. Hope you guys enjoyed the game, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care, everybody. You know, I actually might see you later tonight, but take care, everybody.